Welcome everyone, join us today as we step into the chaotic world of Keith Moon, the legendary drummer whose thunderous beats and larger-than-life persona defined an era. From the wild antics on and off stage to his groundbreaking contributions to rock and roll, his story is a whirlwind of excitement and excess. So let's dive in. Keith John Moon, born the 23rd of August 1946, at Central Middlesex Hospital in northwest London, to parents Alfred and Kathleen Moon. Moon's childhood in Wembley was marked by hyperactivity, fueled by a boundless imagination and a deep love for music, particularly The Goon Show. Despite his inherent talents, Moon faced academic challenges, attending Alperton Secondary Modern School after failing the 11+ exam. In school reports, his art teacher criticized him as retarded artistically and idiotic in other respects, while his music teacher acknowledged his great ability but warned against a tendency to show off. At the age of 12, Moon initially joined his local Sea Cadet Corps band as a bugle player but soon traded his position for the drums. By the age of 14, his father purchased him a drum kit, igniting his passion for percussion. Moon sought lessons from Carlo Little, known for his powerful drumming style, paying him 10 shillings per lesson. Amidst his early drumming endeavors, Moon became a member of his first significant band, the Escorts. Subsequently, he spent 18 months as the drummer for the Beachcombers, a London cover band celebrated for their renditions of songs by The Shadows. Moon's drumming style was a dynamic fusion of American surf rock, jazz, reggae, and influences from drumming greats like Hal Blaine. His playing was characterized by unmatched intensity, speed, and authority, drawing inspiration from jazz icon Gene Krupa and Elvis Presley's original drummer, DJ Fontana. Moon's innovative approach and explosive stage presence cemented his legacy as one of rock and roll's most influential drummers. At just 17 years old, Moon stepped into the spotlight as the drummer for The Who in April 1964, replacing Doug Sandham. Initially, the band hired a stand-in drummer for their shows, but Moon's introduction was unforgettable. Described as a ginger man by Pete Townsend, with his dyed orange hair and matching attire, Moon made a lasting impression when he attended one of their gigs. According to accounts from documentary, Amazing Journey, the story of The Who, Moon boldly declared to the band during the show, "I hear you're looking for a drummer. Well, I'm much better than the one you've got." His audacious confidence was backed up by his explosive performance, leaving the band with no doubt that they had found their drummer in Moon. In the early days of The Who, their live performances became synonymous with auto-destructive art, a spectacle where band members would destroy their instruments in elaborate displays. Moon embraced this concept with fervor, exhibiting a penchant for chaos by kicking and smashing his drums with unrestrained zeal. His breakout performance at the 1967 Murray the K Show solidified his reputation for wild antics. Notorious for pushing boundaries, Moon once loaded explosives into his drum kit during a performance on the Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour, resulting in a blast that singed Pete Townshend's hair and embedded a piece of cymbal in his arm, sparking speculation about the origin of Townshend's deafness. In another memorable stunt, Moon filled clear acrylic drums with water and live goldfish, playing them for a television appearance. When asked about the fate of the goldfish, he famously quipped, "Even the best drummers get hungry." These outrageous antics earned Moon nicknames like Moon the Loon and Mad Moon, solidifying his reputation as one of rock and roll's most eccentric and unpredictable characters. Moon's relentless desire to contribute his vocals to The Who's songs led to a playful back and forth with other band members during studio sessions. Despite being banned from the studio when vocals were being recorded, Moon would sneak in to add his voice to the mix. This led to amusing moments captured on tape, such as Townshend's exclamation of, "I saw you," at the end of Happy Jack, signaling his discovery of Moon's attempts to join in. Despite the band's attempts to keep him out of vocal recordings, Moon's voice can still be heard on several tracks, including sections of A Quick One While He's Away, pictures of Lily, Bellboy, Dr. Doctor, Instant Party Mixture, and renditions of Bucket Tea and Barbara Ann. He contributed not only his drumming skills and occasional singing, but also co-composed songs with the band. I Need You, Cobwebs and Strange, In the City, Dogs Part 2, Wasp Man, and Girl's Eyes are among the tracks where he had songwriting or co-writing credits. Additionally, he co-composed The Ox from their debut album, My Generation, along with Townshend, Entwistle, and pianist Nicky Hopkins. Tommy's Holiday Camp was credited to Moon, although it was written by Townshend, and Moon sang it live. He also contributed to the production of Barbara O'Reilly's violin solo, which was performed by Dave Arbus, a friend of the band. Daltrey said Moon's drumming style held the band together, that Entwistle and Townshend were like needles, and Keith was the wool. Moon received his first official drum kit, a Premier kit, in late 1965 from his parents, featuring two 14 by 22-inch bass drums, three 8 by 13 mounted toms, one 16 by 16 floor tom, a 5 by 14 Ludwig Supraphonic 400 snare, and various cymbals. Known for his energetic playing style, Moon expanded his setup over the years, adding more toms and bass drums. His elaborate kits, including the famous amber kit seen in films like Tommy and Quadrophenia, became legendary. Moon's final kit, a dark metallic one, was featured in footage from The Kids Are Alright in 1978. He humorously claimed to have so many drums that he used one floor tom solely for holding drinks. Notorious for his destructive behavior, which included wreaking havoc in hotel rooms, friends' homes, and even his own residence. One of Moon's signature pranks involved flushing powerful fireworks, typically cherry bombs, M80s, and occasionally dynamite, down toilets, causing them to explode and resulting in significant damage. His antics led to the destruction of numerous toilets and plumbing fixtures, with estimated costs as high as £300,000. Moon's repeated use of explosives on toilets resulted in him being banned for life from staying at several hotel chains worldwide, including all Holiday Inn hotels. Moon often persuaded others, including John Entwistle, to help him blow up toilets, a fact not widely known at the time. In an interview with The Who, Entwistle admitted he was standing right behind Moon holding the matches. During one incident, when asked to lower the volume of his cassette player, Moon responded by lighting a stick of dynamite in his toilet, illustrating the difference between The Who and noise. On another occasion, unable to get room service, Moon and Entwistle filled a toilet with cherry bombs, leading to severe damage and their expulsion from the hotel. Moon's wild antics, often fueled by drugs and alcohol, were his way of expressing eccentricity and delighting in shocking the public. According to his biography, Full Moon, he thrived on doing things that others disapproved of. However, there was a darker side to his behavior, including episodes of physical violence, as well as jealousy-driven actions like paying someone to harm his ex-wife's husband. Moon's reputation for erratic behavior was sometimes deliberately cultivated, as noted by Townsend, who recalled an incident where Moon impulsively threw a TV out of a hotel window before nonchalantly returning to the limousine, claiming he nearly forgot something. In 1967, Moon sparked one of rock's most infamous legends during his 20th birthday party, which he claimed was his 21st to drink legally, in Flint, Michigan. In a drunken state, he drove a Cadillac into the Holiday Inn pool and detonated the toilet in his room, narrowly avoiding injury. The Who had just performed as the opening act for Herman's Hermits at the time. Witnesses, including author Peter C. Cavanaugh, recounted the event firsthand. Another version of the night, described by a Moon biographer, involved Moon being debagged during a cake fight, leading to a chaotic scene where Moon, half naked, dashed out of the room and accidentally smashed his front tooth. The party ended with guests dispersing, some causing further chaos by vandalizing cars and the swimming pool. On January 4, 1970, Moon was involved in a tragic car-pedestrian accident outside the Red Lion pub in London. Trying to escape a hostile crowd, Moon accidentally ran over and killed his friend and chauffeur, Neil Boland. Although authorities deemed Boland's death an accident and Moon was charged with driving offenses, some close to him believed he was haunted by the incident for the rest of his life. Boland's daughter even suggested that Moon may not have been the one driving. Moon's wild lifestyle began to affect his drumming and reliability as a band member. During a 1973 tour in California, he had infested a dangerous mixture of tranquilizers and brandy, causing him to pass out on stage twice, prompting Townsend to ask the audience for a replacement drummer. Moon's weight also ballooned during the band's recording hiatus between 1975 and 1978. A friend and fellow drummer, Buddy Rich, expressed serious concern about Moon's destructive lifestyle, warning him that he would eventually kill himself if he continued. Moon reportedly acknowledged the risk but did not change his ways. Moon was known for his eccentricities, such as owning a black-colored Rolls-Royce painted with house paint, which he enjoyed because it defied traditional upper-class norms. The car is currently owned by Middlebrook Garages. Moon's career with The Who was his primary focus, but he also engaged in various side projects. In 1966, he collaborated with guitarist Jeff Beck, session musician Nicky Hopkins, and Future Faces members Ronnie Wood and Rod Stewart to record the instrumental track, Beck's Bolero. He also played drums on another track, Old Man River. Moon reportedly coined the term Led Zeppelin, during discussions about forming a band with himself on bass, Jimmy Page on guitar, and an undecided vocalist, suggesting the group would go down like a Led Zeppelin, with Page liking, and later using the name for his band. Moon made guest appearances with Led Zeppelin, drumming for their encores during a show in 1977 at the Los Angeles Forum. He released a solo single in 1974 titled, "Don't Worry Baby," reflecting his love of pop music, and performed at a Valentine's Day gig in 1974 alongside Jimmy Page, Ronnie Lane, Max Middleton, and John Bonham. In 1975, Moon released his only solo album, Two Sides of the Moon, consisting of pop covers, but other drummers played on most tracks due to his vocal focus. He also appeared in films like 200 Motels in 1971, That'll Be the Day in 1973 with David Essex, and its sequel, Stardust, in 1974, as well as Tommy in 1975 and Sextet in 1978. He also once owned a hotel, the Crown and Cushion, in London. Moon's personal life was marked by significant events. He married his pregnant girlfriend, Kim Kerrigan, in secret on March 17, 1966. Their daughter Amanda was born on July 12, 1966. Kerrigan left Moon in 1973 and moved in with Faces keyboard player Ian McLagan. After their divorce in 1975, Kerrigan remarried in October 1978, a month after Moon's death. Sadly, Kerrigan was killed in a traffic collision on August 2, 2006. In 1974, Moon began dating Swedish model Annette Walter Lax, but it's reported that he never fully recovered from his feelings for Kerrigan, his first wife. Moon's daughter, Mandy, is now married to a graphic artist. She has 2 daughters and resides in Southern California. On the evening of September 6, 1978, Moon attended a film preview of the Buddy Holly story, as a guest of Paul McCartney. Afterward, he returned to a flat loaned by Harry Nielsen in London, near Mayfair, the same flat Cass Elliot had sadly passed away in, 4 years earlier. Tragically, within the next few hours, Moon would die from an accidental overdose of a medication prescribed to help him detox alcohol at home. He had been desperate to get clean but feared returning to a psychiatric hospital for inpatient treatment. However, the medication is unsuitable for unsupervised detox due to its addictiveness and high risk of death when mixed with alcohol. Moon's new doctor, Jeffrey Diamond, was unaware of Moon's history of prescription sedative abuse and had given him a full bottle of 100 pills, instructing him to take one whenever he felt a craving for alcohol. The following afternoon, when his girlfriend Annette Walter Lax checked on him, she tragically discovered that he had passed away. The police determined that there were 32 pills in Moon's system at the time of his death, with the ingestion of just 6 being sufficient to cause his death. Moon died a couple of weeks after the release of album, Who Are You? On the album cover, he is straddling a chair to hide his weight gain, with the words, "Not to be taken away," on the chair. Moon was cremated on September 13, 1978, at Golders Green Crematorium in London, and his ashes were scattered in its gardens of remembrance. And there you have it. As we reflect on Keith Moon's journey from a restless boy in Wembley to a rock and roll icon, his story serves as a testament to the power of passion and perseverance. Despite early doubts and setbacks, Moon's boundless creativity and unmatched energy propelled him to legendary status. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos just like this. Take care and bye for now.